You're such an asshole.
Hello, children. We got another accounting question. And I really wish you guys would go tune into Elkins and understand what we're saying. I know it's going to take a couple hours to listen to all that. I wish Chad would get his videos up or his course up. But let's go through this again. And all of you, please listen to me. Because we keep going over these same issues again, but no one listens. Hi, and I'm a returning customer. It's the now former sales bro who's followed you for years. You did this video for me about a year ago, which was very helpful. And it's called "Where's Your Money, Sales Bro?" And I'm just going to assume it was you were in. And this is not even a besmirchment upon you. I know salespeople, and dude, that industry is just filled with a bunch of dude bros who need to go away in Minecraft. After experiencing lots of bullshit this past year with 2 startup companies, bro, startup bro, you get down on the ground floor, bro. You get some equity in the company, bro. I finally threw my hands up, said fucking, and got myself a night security job. My goal is to get my accounting degree from Western Governors University while working night security within a year, and then go for my either MBA or Master's of Accountancy and get my CPA. You have so many wrong assumptions in your request here. I'm going to knock them out as we go through them. Do not get your MBA. You may not even have to get your master's degree. Right? Your goal should be to get the CPA as quickly as possible. That is the equivalent of an MBA. Well, it's better than an MBA, and it's better than a master's in accountancy. So if you only need whatever, 140 credits, it depends on the state. You look it up. Find out what the sitting requirements are for the CPA. Get those sitting requirements. That's it. You do not get an MBA. And if the sitting requirements for the state you want to become a CPA in requires master's level courses, you go and get a master's in accountancy. You do not get an MBA. All right. I've been watching you and Chad Elkins a lot lately and how you don't need to get your degree or CPA. Then why are you sending me a request? We've given you the path on how to, you don't need to get a CPA to become an accountant. I'm so tired of hearing people say they wouldn't work with anyone who doesn't have a CPA. Who's saying that? And who the fuck is what other people say? If you've watched Chad's show with me in attendance, you know that there is a desperate shortage of accountants. And you can either become a bookkeeper or a tax accountant. And you don't have to become a CPA. You can become an enrolled agent. We did a whole video with Red Hawk. I think me and Chad even said, how do you make $50 an hour as an accountant? And we painted 2 paths how you could go and make good money as an accountant without having to go to college. So if you don't want to go to college, you don't have to. You could, your 2 options, very simplified, is get certified in QuickBooks, and you're going to have to struggle a little bit finding some kind of bookkeeping work. It's not going to hurt you to take some courses in Western Governors University about, the accounting cycle, how to do basic accounting, but you don't need a degree. You could certainly study online and self-certify, not self-certify, self-study. Hang on, I gotta sneeze. With Coursera or whatever, or grab books and learn the accounting cycle, learn how to do accounting, learn how to do accounts payable, accounts receivable, learn how to do inventory. You could self-teach yourself that, get QuickBooks certified, and start getting contract work. Or you could become an enrolled agent where, again, you go work for H&R Block, or you work for Jackson Hewitt or Liberty Tax Service, and they train you, and you get experience doing taxes. And then you, again, self-study if you like, or take courses from a college or university. It's up to you. And you take the 3 tests, become an enrolled agent. And now, without getting a 4-year degree, certainly not a master's, and without even thinking about the CPA, you can open up a little tax practice or a bookkeeping practice and start billing out around $45 to $50 an hour. Maybe you got to start at 30. Maybe you got to hustle a little bit. Fine, but that's one path. And here you are. I need to get a CPA. And here's where you're dude broing again, because you give a fuck what other people think. Fuck those people. If they don't want a CPA, they don't have to hire a CPA. You don't have to be a CPA. You could be an enrolled agent. Have someone like Chad, an actual CPA, sign off on it. That's a lot of times how it works. CPAs can have, how many times have we talked about go get QuickBooks certified? They actually have online like a job posting board, I guess, where is it Inuit or Intuit? They they're like, if you get certified, they have postings, people looking for bookkeepers. And there's local CPA firms where you go in like, hey, I'm an enrolled agent. All right, I'm doing some bookkeeping. Do you need a little bit of extra help around there? You just got to go and bang on some doors, man. You don't have to go get a master's degree. And neither do you not have to get your you could slowly move your way. You could be taking a course or two online, slowly making your way to a degree in accounting. That's not going to hurt, but it's not necessary. I'm so tired of hearing people say they wouldn't work with anyone who doesn't have a CPA. Well, those people are going to be sorely let down because there's not enough CPAs to go around. That's no different than girls saying, I won't date anyone unless he's 6'5" and a 10. Well, good luck there, lady person. I'm giving in and just getting the damn CPA so I don't have to hear that bullshit from people. Tell them to fuck off. All the normies could go fuck themselves. Wait. You just told me all the normies could go. You just said, oh my God, I'm so worried about what people think. And now you're saying all the normies could go fuck themselves. That's contradictory. And I won't have to have that stupid conversation with them about them questioning my credentials and being skeptical. I could just do taxes and won't get questioned anything since I'll have a CPA. Okay, fine. Right. If you're that bothered by what people think about you, fine. I have a few questions. I saw you and Chad talk about how CPA boomers won't allow people to test for the CPA if they have certain credits from study.com or sophia.org, etc. Imagine this varies by state. Yes, it does. And so you're going to have to look up and figure out what it is. The safest route seems to be to just do my entire accounting degree at Western Governors University with no transfer credits so that I don't have to deal with that bullshit. But that may take me longer than one term. I'm okay with it taking 2 terms to get my degree if I qualify for student loans. They cover it all. But if I don't qualify, that makes it tough financially. Do you have an idea as to what credits a CPA boomer quants won't accept? That's not my job. Look it the fuck up. I want to be a CPA. I want to work hard, but I'm too fucking lazy to look some basic shit up as to whether or not my state. I'm not going to figure it out for you, son. Go look it up. CPA Society, Tennessee, whatever state you're in. And you know what? If it's not clear on the website, which it probably won't be, call them up. Hey, I got credits from this place. Will the CPA Society show me where it says that? Don't just listen to the stupid CPA picking up the phone. It's your job to figure out what the sitting requirements are. And you need to qualify for student loans? Western Governors University is pretty affordable. What you're working, and we're going to get to your security guard question here. Again, I ask, where's all the money? What did you do with the money? You're not married. You don't have kids. Where's the money? Don't you have any savings? A year at Western Governors University, I believe, is like $7,400. You can take as many courses as you want. But if I don't qualify, that makes it tough financially. Do you have any idea what CPA? Yeah, you got to figure that out. 2, I'll be working night security at a security company. The management seems awesome so far and actually treats me like a human being, unlike a large security company that is shit indeed. And then you go on to tell me stories. I'm like, oh yeah, this reminds me of working security. I asked for $18 an hour, which is a standard rate at a place in my town. And my supervisor looked me in the eye and said, we better pay you 20 an hour since you already have your guard card and some experience. $18 an hour is for a brand new security guard. Nice guys so far. Yeah, because they're desperate. They're desperate. The company just got a new contract to be security at a particular type of place. And I was told I'll be the first guard there to work that facility with our new contract. And they're going to be hiring more guards. All right, so they're already grooming you for like kind of supervisor work. That's a good thing. One thing I'm worried about is people will be working night shifts there too. They have people working there 24 hours a day. I imagine working nights there is still the way to go, and we'll still have way less people than the day shift. Yes. Do you have any experience working at this type of firm as a security guard? I wonder what they could expect from me patrolling or staying at post. All right. So, no, I do not have experience working at that type of facility. I can almost guarantee you, because of the type of facility, they're going to want you to be on your guard, pun intended, because it's kind of an important company. There's shit going on there. This isn't a warehouse where I'm really there just to, make sure the insurance rates are low and there's nothing really in the warehouse. All right. This is a serious company you're working for. The other thing, and there's good and bad to this, you're going to be the first guy there. They're sending you as the ambassador. You are their best foot forward, whether you know it or not. And they're relying on you to not fuck this up. And honestly, what I would do at this is you need money, man. Like the fact you have no money, that you don't have money to afford Western Governors University, you are fucking piss poor at personal financial management. I get it, dude. You could have kept down the sales bro job. What? There was no money? None? You need to make money. So fuck the CPA for now, Mr. I'm too lazy to look what the kind of credits transfer in my state or not. Just chill out on that for a bit. You need to make money. And what I would do is I would focus on being the best employee for this security guard company, because you don't want to cost them this contract. Then you won't even have a fucking job. Right? So there's a fair amount of weight and responsibility on your shoulders right now. So I would go there and not worry about right now whether you can work on the job or not. Do your 40 hours a week or whatever, and then relegate your study time to the weekends. And down the road, you could worry about whether there's an opportunity to work on your studies or not. But you're the first person there. It's a serious facility. It's 24 hours a day. Do not fuck this up. I mean, bring your laptop. If there's an obvious and clear opportunity and they're okay with you working on your laptop. But I take that back. For at least the first few weeks, go there without your laptop to assess what's going on. They may have you looking at controls and all this other stuff. This may be a legit actual security job, not just sit here and be an insurance deduction for us. But since you need money, I won't fuck it up at all. And you can put in for the night shift, but you need to figure out what this contract is like at this building. Figure it out first. Know the ins and the outs. Get comfy with the detail first. Then you'll know whether or not, okay, I can work security here. And if I'm put in this room, I can work on my laptop. And there's always this kind of probationary period with security companies where you got to prove yourself, because they just got shit to hire from. And once you establish yourself, then be like, oh yeah, okay, you can work over here and do this kind of security thing. Although times are so desperate, if they're just going to have you do warehouse security and you're going to get into a different company, the shit general company that everyone knows about, I won't mention the name, where they say, yeah, you can work on your stuff. They say, no, you can't. And that's where you say, fuck you, I quit, you lied. But this one sounds like you got a supervisor. Sounds pretty cool. Sounds like a serious facility that needs security. I'd be holding off on the studying. One thing I'm worried about is people will be working night shifts there too. They have people that are working 20 hours still have way people day shift. Do you have any experience? I wonder what they can expect from me except patrolling and staying at post. They might have you monitor things like with computers. You'll find out when you get there. I asked this because I had a previous security guard job at crap security company, and they made a company policy to not allow laptops at all because the client out of nowhere started bitching and complaining the guards were on them, even though they still did their job. God forbid guards have something to do. And that's when you quit. That's when you walk away, man. Right? You just say, nope, I took this job to work on the study. That's why I took this job, and I accepted your low shit pay. And now you've taken that away. Tell your client to fuck off. I'm done. That's how it should work. But people don't save money, so they don't have 5 to 6 months of security savings. I got to do it. The fucking hiring recruiter at the shitty security company told me homework in between patrols was fine, but on my first day of the job, they made me sign a form that prohibits any homework. You'd leave. At that moment, you say, I'm done. Bye. That's boomer bullshit. You don't tolerate that. They lied. Leave that company. I'm glad you did. Laptop use, etc. I was able to sneak around that rule for the first couple of months. No, see, and then they cracked down and said we couldn't stay in our office at all in between patrols. That's the only place with no cameras. Apparently, the client we're doing security for didn't like that they couldn't see us at all times, even though they didn't check 99% of the time. They just wanted to be controlling pieces of shit. My boss at the new security company said homework is just fine in between my patrols, but I'm wondering if that rule will change if the client complains. Yes, of course. Look, do your job, okay? Make sure you do it right. Don't lose this contract, because right now it's okay to use laptops, right? It's okay to do your homework in between patrols, but do your patrols. And then you got to figure out, is it the client that fucked with you? Or is it the security company that fucked with you? Because it sounds like the original security company you're with fucked with you. They lied to you. And you say, nope, it's not why I'm here. I'm here to study. This one doesn't sound like they're fucking with you. Sounds like they're being pretty honest. But it can change, because sit down, some other security guards might fuck it up for you. Have you ever dealt with clients who suddenly complain about laptops? Well, not really, no. Because actually, we're a pretty good security team. I would love to hear your thoughts on preventing this from happening. You can't prevent it from happening. It's either going to happen or it's not. If it happens, you say, I'm done. I don't get paid this crap wage per hour to not study. I always do my patrol, so I don't get why a client would complain. Because they're Karens, dude. The complaints I had, like, dude, let me give you an example. Okay, you're working with a bunch of Karens in corporate type of people, all right? There was a bad thing that happened at a company once. They call us in. We go in, like, well, they say, well, we want you armed. Okay, that would be a good visual deterrent if everyone sees us armed. That's good. So we'll come in with our actual security uniforms with our pistols. We could put on gloves and look badass. We could put on theater clothing. The gun is in theater, but we can look like a SWAT team if you want. That will scare people. That will make people obey. Oh, but we don't want people knowing you're armed. We want you to be corporate security with suits. Do you think they listen to the security experts on how to prevent the bad thing from happening? No, they wanted PR. They wanted to look nice. They want to look all corporate. But have your guns on you just in case. Well, there's no reason for it then. Anyway, yes, the clients are a bunch of quants. They're always going to change and complain. And here you are like, oh my God, what if they change? Well, I guess you got to adapt. My thoughts on preventing this from happening? Dude, right now, just take the job and get some money. All right? You're not in a position to negotiate. Once you save up some money, maybe take a class or two online with Western Governors University, fine. All right? But I would stick with this company for a while and get this thing established for a year, be the good guy, and then, make sure it sounds like you could study so far. But if they change, you go to your boss like, hey, you know what? I got this place up and running. I'm kind of the lead on it. I really came to get this job so I could study. Now, is there a shift you guys got where I could say, I'll keep working the regular job because I need a job, but I want to start rotating out to something else. 3, finally, after getting a bachelor's in accounting at Western Governors University, should I get a master's of accountancy after I should get my MBA? Why don't you look up what the sitting requirements are for the CPA so you know how many credits you can get? As I said before, if you have to get a master's in accountancy. Do not get a master's in an MBA. MBAs are worthless. I hear that an MBA is more versatile and gets you way more job opportunities than master's in accounting. Well, you're hearing wrong. I don't know who, dude, you are hanging out with dude bros. A bunch of fucking financial losers who don't know fuck all shit about financial success. Well, MBA, bro, really? Really, all this shit that you've heard me and Elkins talk about how an MBA is horrible? No, you're not getting an MBA. As long as you have a CPA, is that the only thing, I'm going to say it again, the only thing that matters is your CPA. That's it. You don't need a master's. If you're in a state where you do not need a master's, just get your CPA and this nightmare is over. I say getting a master's in accountancy is easier and quicker to get than an MBA because Western Governors University actually knocks off some of the classes for a master's in accountancy program. Yes, if you get your bachelor's of accounting with them, so it's quicker path to the CPA, which I just bite the bullet and get the MBA. No. And then I said, I want to know how many credits you had. To answer your question, I probably have less than 10 credits, probably not even 8 that weren't generals either. I have a strong feeling I'm going to have to start from scratch doing all 41 courses at Western Governors University accounting program. That's right. Yeah, if it's only 10 or 8, what is that? 2 classes, 3 at most. Just start all over at Western Governors. Now, if those 8 to 10 classes come from an accredited university, not a program like study.com or whatever, but you actually went to an accredited school or college, that should count. But you have to go to the state CPA board and ask and figure it out. And you may find out you're in a state where you don't need to get a master's degree. This is going to save you a lot of time and money. But there you go. All right. Wow, now I have 5 super. Oh, Dre, that's why. Dre's here. Too much. Cappy's the lifetime ambassador of the Carlson School. I think before I die, once I got nothing left to lose, I think I'll do everything in my powers. Kind of like how when old timers die, they leave their estate to their alma mater. I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to try to cost the University of Minnesota, particularly the Carlson School of Management, as many enrollees as possible. As many students as possible. Justified Misagany, $2. Should I consult Chad for a tailored career path? If you want, yeah. I don't know what. Not now. It's tax season. He's busy. I thought you had it. I thought you had a plan, Justified. I thought you had a plan. Drew, $2. Might use my micro FU fund to leave my job. That's what it's there for, Drew. That's what it's. They lie, you leave. Drew, $2. What's the longest you should stay at a job? I just like, dude, if they paid you right and treated you well, you could stay there forever. I'm not against W-2 traditional employment if they treat you right. They just don't. You're never in times past they might have. You might have gotten a fair wage, fair terms, and you could live off of it. Now it's the MBAs, I'll tell you that, starting back in the 70s and the 80s, certainly. And these boomer cocksuckers with just, we're going to save a nickel this way. We're going to, and it's not, no one benefits from it. Not even the business benefits from it. Who the hell? 415. No, not San Francisco. Thank you. They run these companies into the ground. They end up getting fired themselves. No MBA stays at a firm more than 5 years until they fucking crash it into the ground. I know there's some effective managers out there in MBAs who do, but generally speaking, no, these companies are just, we got to squeeze an extra 5%. Did it dawn on you that 5% is the oil that keeps this machine running? If we remove it, the engine's going to seize up and people are just going to start fucking quitting. Like the previous guy, they have high employee turnover. Like, fuck that shit. So yeah, stay as long as you want. Justified Misagany, $5. Considering full-time Western Governors University, no job to get credits in one term and then get EA or CPA. So firms don't deny me. You do not need a college degree for the EA. If you're going to go and study that hard, go study for the EA and become an enrolled agent. But you don't have to pay for college credits for that. Now, if you want to move towards a degree in accounting, you can study Western Governors University, learn about some accounting stuff, but you're still going to have to study specifically for the EA. There's prep courses for that you're going to have to take. The CPA, that requires a master's degree. I don't know if you need a CPA, Justified. I mean, over time, sure, why not? But to get to your goal of having a nice little place on a beach in Mexico and doing taxes over the internet, I would double check to make sure you could do taxes over the internet. Although, how are they going to find out? I'll just go through a VPN. Yep. Oh, yeah. I'm in Tallahassee, Florida. Sure, as far as you guys know. or CPA, so firms don't deny me, but EA is much shorter and cheaper. Get the EA. The EA is self-employment justified. You're not going to be working for a company. That's the goal, right? You want to be in Mexico, right? You're working for yourself. So while you're here in the United States, yes, get your EA, go work for a different company. Go watch the videos again with either Parker Franklin or Red Hawk. We go through that path again. God damn it, Chad. You better get your fucking course up, man. I'm sick of this. Dre, $2. They say you need a PhD and MBA for a CPA now. Sure. I love watching the accountants or the accounting profession just fucking shoot itself in the foot. All right, that's it. There'll probably be more on the way later today. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.